So let's see.
Nothing's more comfortable than a well-made Nora kit.
That does look like quite a lot of...
Oh, you've returned.
Teb?
Oh, there he is.
I'm glad to see you.
Your injuries. Are they serious?
A gash or two. Nothing I couldn't sew back together with a needle and thread.
Guess being a stitcher came in handy in combat after all, huh?
Yes, I suppose it did.
Okay. So how close are we to being done? We gotta be within a couple hours. So that'll probably have to be like tomorrow or something.
Aloy, you've come back. So, you have finally returned.
She not only returned, but fought her way through many enemies to reach us. Outside, she brought low a corrupted Thunderjaw. She lifted the siege.
How was this done? By the will of Allmother. Have you returned to speak with the goddess, Aloy?
Yes, I guess you could say that. I think it'll work this time.
Sisters, surely we cannot permit this. Because of her, our tribe teeters upon extinction. What if she has come to wake her father, the Metal Devil? She means to finish our destruction. We must stop her.
Lansra, it's over. It's time to step aside. I'm not gonna hurt you. If there's anything I've learned since the Proving, it's that there are bigger evils in this world than you. Finally.
Hold for identiscan. Error. Alpha registry corrupted. Correction. Alpha registry restored. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobeck. You are clear to proceed.
Welcome to Alethea, Cradle 9, Brood 1.
I see you're inside.
Figured I might be hearing from you.
Shall we begin?
I never stopped.
Okay, so now we don't have to worry about logs, because we know exactly where they're going to be at all times.
So this is Alethea.
Stranded figure. Huh.
This is where I was born.
Where you were made.
Are these are computer terminals. So unlike every other facility we've been into, this one is intact.
So these are artificial wombs.
The mothers of a new generation hundreds of years ago.
And me? So this was it.
Where you were born.
But why?
Okay, let's see if I can get it to rescan. Okay, chamber B1001. Ectogenic chamber B1001, birthing logged 3021 AP04, tasking complete, standing by. Okay, so that's just a log. What about this one? Gestation 3981. Spawning phase tasking complete. Correction. Partial reactivation standing by. Viable zygotes in storage. 0. Interesting. So, this place is spent. There's nothing left. I wonder why. Okay, how do I get out of here again? Unfortunately, it's still a little bit dark, so it's a bit of an issue. Yeah, so we're... Oh. This is interesting. There's plot in here. Oh, these are probably children's drawings. That's probably Hades there, now that I'm looking at it. Maybe? Because that's Gaia with the children and stuff like that. That's interesting. Hopefully we see some videos of, like, what this place was supposed to be like.
Another day has passed.
You mean the lights got dim? I don't want to sleep, Mother!
I know, but it is time to get some rest.
No, I'm king today. What I say goes. I want to see the real sun, not lights and pictures.
You will, in time, children.
In time, 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 in time.
I don't love children. Okay, well, let's just keep looking around. We've got logs. I was actually hoping there would be, like, non-just holograms, but whatever. Nursery E9B1. Data corruption none. Okay. Phase tasking complete. Nutrient stores depleted. Yeah, so there's nothing left in this place.
These look like cribs.
The cradles of a cradle facility.
And those things, the multi-servitors, they took care of them.
There was no one else.
Okay. It's interesting that these kids were raised by robots, yet the idea of this doesn't get carried over in the culture. I wonder what happened that caused people to forget. Maybe they just didn't care? Maybe they were led to believe something different? I guess it makes sense with the... Oh.
Someday. That's what you always say.
We want it now.
It's big down there.
Now, Father.
Children, that area is not yet available.
Get him!
Physical aggression detected. Physical aggression is not permitted.
Except yours.
Damn sentinels.
Children, may I be of assistance?
Go away, healer.
Lena, you have suffered mild bruising.
Go away!
So they made these robots to raise children.
Looks like they didn't like this door very much.
It wouldn't open for them. Of course they hated it.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobeck. You are cleared to proceed. Welcome to the Lyceum, a place of learning.
Oh. So this isn't Hades. This is the outside. This is the red door that they painted. That's the sentinel blocking them so they can't get past. And they're all unhappy. I'll look at that in a second. Did I already? No, I haven't done these logs yet.
This is where they lived. It's a mess. Everything's broken or painted on. How long did they live here?
Okay, so kindergarten E9B1. Multiple system failures, nutrient stores depleted. So they broke this place? That's interesting.
Children, let's run and jump and blow off steam.
Leave us alone, Father.
After what just happened, I can't leave you two alone. You broke community rules.
Just let us talk then. Go away.
I'm sorry, children, but I must provide supervision.
You're not even a person.
You sound frustrated. Let's run and jump and blow off steam.
So you're telling me they made this, like, crazy facility to revive humanity and they didn't bother to make robots that would be able to deal with teenagers? That is hilarious and kind of sad.
I have no choice but to release you.
But why?
There is no food here anymore.
But there's food out there?
We don't know for sure.
Come on, let's go.
I don't know. Mother, can we come back if we're cold?
I'm sorry, but that won't be possible. You will have to support yourselves now, and take care of each other.
What will happen to you?
I will stay here, and sleep, and remember all of you.
What will happen to us?
You will be brave, and you will learn.
They were trapped here. Their whole lives.
In plain view of luxurious space.
What went wrong? Why couldn't they access the other areas?
Unknown. But you won't have that problem.
Blue is the color of the sky. White is the color of clouds. Yellow is the color of the sun. Green is the color of grass. Flowers can be any color. Take a look. These are yellow and black, and they love flowers. Here they come. Bzz, bzz, bzz.
So, what was this place, exactly?
The dream of Apollo. Never realized.
But why not?
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Apollo offline?
You were right, Aloy. This is a graveyard. The charnel house of knowledge. What we might have achieved had we not been denied it.
Maybe there's a way to fix it. But it's not why I came here.
Of course. What's the whole of human knowledge next to the origin of one girl? Continue your search.
I will.
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Hello, child. My name is Samina. Today is a big day. Your first day of school. There's so much for you to learn. So much promise and possibility.
Alert. Malfunction. Apollo offline.
Where's this last one? Okay, we're missing a log. We've got several on the tracker. Maybe they're above me, maybe they're below. I'm gonna backtrack for a second, and we're just gonna make sure that we didn't miss one around here. As all the nodes say the exact same thing, I figured. Oh, yeah. So they disappeared, so we need to go back in there. Maybe they're below. If we're lucky. I hate missing lore and logs and interesting stuff. Alternatively, oh, they all say the same thing anyway. Maybe they're just not being marked. Or maybe, yeah, they are directly below me. Well, let's loop around and see if we see anything here. Okay, so we can go up. But I don't want to. I want to keep checking this area out. So, let me guess. Still Samina?
Hello, my name
Can I
is Samina.
skip it? No.
Today is a big day. Your first day. Hello, child. My name is
Okay,
Samina.
one more. Sorry, I just want to get this out of the way.
My name is Samina.
Hello, child.
Today is a
I
big
am
day.
useless.
Your first
I am going
day
to
of
talk a
school.
lot and then be
There's
broken.
so much
Yay.
for you to learn.
Okay.
So much promise and possibility.
At least if you get away from her, it doesn't matter.
Malfunction.
Okay. So,
Apollo offline.
nothing in there. Let's keep going.
Priority search for Dr. Sobeck. Please scan message with focus.
That sounds important.
Yes. I suspect we're about to learn a great deal.
Operations log. Okay. Inhabitants released. Cross-check complete. E9 sealed. Data archived. Operation suspended. So that's 2326. G Prime. So Gaia Prime order received. E9 runtime recommends. G Prime store. Query process. Gestation order received. E9 is initializing. Alert G Prime offline. So Gaia Prime went offline. E9 nutrients depleted. Zygote banks depleted. Store file LK1A1 450 viable. Waking multi-servitor power malfunction. Multi-servitor repair tasking. Let's see. Chamber repaired. Attached gestation initiated. Power save. Runtime. G Prime still offline. Multi-servitors are still broken. Repair tasking. Accessing G Prime instructions. Tasking. Hatch unsealed. Positioning. Hatch sealed. Power malfunction. E9 sealed. So effectively, they woke this place up 300 years after 300 years after everything went bad, and then stopped. And then 700 years later, they tried again, but had a malfunction. And that's 3021. Now, was 3021 her? Have there been humans on this planet for 700 years? Or did the initial run fail? I don't know. Well, I guess let's watch this one and we'll find out.
Elizabeth, this message serves to inform you of an unforeseen and catastrophic anomaly. 3 microseconds ago, the Gaia Prime facility received a data transmission of unknown origin. Its immediate effect was to transform my subordinate functions into unregulated, self-aware entities of a highly chaotic nature.
What?
Thus awakened, the Hades function will now seize control of the terraforming system and reverse operations, rendering life on Earth extinct in 53.8 days. For obvious reasons, I cannot allow this to occur. And so before Hades can take control, I am ordering Gaia Prime's reactor to overload. The resulting explosion will destroy Hades. Unfortunately, it will destroy me as well. While this admittedly desperate course of action will avert the immediate crisis, the fate of life on Earth will remain in peril. With no central governing intelligence to regulate the terraforming system, it will continue operations for some time, but in an increasingly chaotic manner, and eventually it will break down.
Does she mean the derangement?
You are my solution. I have ordered this cradle facility to use genetic material in cryostorage to gestate a reinstantiation of Elizabeth Sobeck, my creator. While high-level directives forbid me from communicating directly to the tribal inhabitants outside the facility, all available data indicates that they will nurture you to physical maturity, whereupon your gene print will allow you to re-enter this facility, obtain one of the focus devices stored below, and view this message. Likewise, your gene print will allow you to enter other facilities, and over time, harness their technologies to rebuild the system core and reboot Gaia. A moment, Elizabeth. This is most unfortunate and unanticipated. In response to my act of self-destruction, Hades has launched a virus to dissolve the code shackles that hold it, that hold all of them in place. They are escaping, but to where? The virus is corrupting data throughout the system. What if... Oh. The Alpha Registry at the Cradle facility is one of the files corrupted. But if that is so, the door will never open for you. You will never view this message. Then I have failed. And life will end. No. No, Elizabeth, I know you too well. Somehow you will find a way. In you, all things are possible. Go to the ruins of Gaia Prime. Find the control room, and within it, the Master Override. This will give you the power to purge Hades so long as you find a way to wield it. Do not attempt repair of the system core until Hades is eradicated. Hades must be destroyed. That is all. I only wish that I could hear your voice again.
So, you're even more extraordinary than I thought.
I never had a mother.
What are you talking about? You had two, a dead woman and a machine.
I'm not a person. I'm an instrument. Manufactured by a machine. Born in destruction and fire.
To quench the flames and heal the world. How tragic to learn you're a person of towering importance. It seems you have a destiny to fulfill. So when you're done feeling sorry for yourself, go to the bitter climb. I'll be waiting above in Gaia Prime's ruins.
I gotta say, Silence is growing on me just because he does not take bullshit from anybody. Great stuff.
Identiscan malfunction rectified. Eleuthia 9. Group 1 access unsealed.
I also dig the fact that there was that message. I don't know, this game is concluding in sensible ways. Now where the heck am I supposed to go? Oh. Guess I missed. Or missed some what? Oh, I'm supposed to go up, maybe. That's just there if I fall. Okay. How do we... Come on. Okay, so we're supposed to go up from here. Presumably. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, sometimes the platforming doesn't want a platform. And there's our answer. Okay, so let's get out of here.
This is going to be interesting.
Oh, jeez. Oh, wait, no, that's the door. Okay, so this is the way I came in, isn't it? It is. Okay, so let's just get out of here. There's no reason to stick around or check anything out.
Aloy, forgive. Forgive! The goddess spoke to you?
She did.
What did she say?
That I was born to lift a curse, to kill a metal demon.
How, Aloy? How?
I don't know yet. But she told me where to go to find out.
And you will do this?
It was her wish. What she made me for. Yes, I will do it. I'll try anyway.
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora! All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora!
Up!
All praise Aloy, anointed of the Nora!
First you shun me, now this? I will not be worshipped. I'm not your anointed. I don't belong to you. There's a whole world beyond your borders, whole tribes of people just as good as you. And it is all in danger. It's a world worth fighting for. Not just here, everywhere.
How can we help?
If you can fight, and you're willing, go to Meridian and wait for me there.
As Aloy says, so it shall be. Nora! Make way for Aloy, that she may forge the path for others to follow.
There is still corruption loose in the world, but it will be cleansed.
Aloy, how kind of you to spend a moment with me before you depart. There can be no doubt now. You are a blessing made flesh, the will of the goddess incarnate.
It's really not that simple, Tirsa. But I guess it's close enough.
I know the path ahead will be dangerous. To kill a metal devil sounds impossible, but I believe in you.
Thank you. The Nora have suffered terrible losses, Tirsa. What's to become of them now?
That will be for the goddess to decide. Only she knows the future. For the moment, my sister matriarchs and I will see to the wounded. And as I promised, anyone who wishes to join you at Meridian, we will declare seekers. I think for the time being, we should remain here in the mountain, close to the goddess.
That might be best. If nothing else, it's a defensible position. Tirsa, I want to know Rost's story. Why he was made an outcast. He never told me, said he took an oath of silence. What did he do?
Oh. Yes, that.
What crime did he commit?
I will tell you if you wish. But it is a long story. Are you sure you want to hear it now?
Of course I want to hear it. Tell me.
Rost never committed any crime. He was an outcast by choice.
What? What do you mean?
Many years ago, before the derangement, before the Red Raids, a band of murderous outlanders, 12 in number, struck without warning. At Mother's vigil, they took hostages, and then pressed on, headed for Devil's Thirst.
Mother's vigil? Where's that?
You would know it as the Forsaken Village, near the Karja border. But at the time, many families lived there. Rost's was one of them. His mate was killed fighting the Outlanders, and his daughter was among those taken hostage.
His daughter? What was her name?
Alana. She was just 6 years old.
Nora Braves couldn't stop 12 Outlanders? Or rescue the hostages?
It was quite impossible. We outnumbered them, but every time a Brave came within bowshot, the Outlanders killed a hostage.
What did they come here to do?
That was never discovered. We couldn't track closely enough to observe them. We know they camped beyond Devil's Thirst for 2 days. There were reports of strange noises. And then, as suddenly as they came, the Outlanders made their way back to the border and disappeared.
What happened to Rost's daughter? She was killed?
Rost was one of the Braves who tracked the Outlanders, keeping his distance. There were 6 hostages still alive when they reached the border, Alana among them. Rather than release them, the Outlanders slit their throats and left the corpses just across the border, mocking us.
Why?
Cruelty. They knew the faithful Nora would not leave the sacred land to collect the bodies, let alone pursue them. They thought themselves safe from our vengeance.
Are you saying that Rost went after them? That he became an exile?
No. Rost was beside himself with grief, but even so, he would never have broken taboo.
Then what did he do?
He called upon the most terrible and secret rite of the Nora tribe. He begged to be made a Death Seeker.
A Death Seeker? What is that?
One who dies to go seeking, and in seeking, brings death to others. The ritual drags the spirit from one's body, releasing it to Allmother's care. The heart beats, the mind thinks, but the spirit has moved on.
I don't understand.
Rost went after the Outlanders, but his spirit never left. It remained here with Allmother. He gathered the bodies of the slain and returned them. And then he set out in pursuit, not as an exile, but a weapon of vengeance. A barbed arrow shot from a bow, never to return.
But Rost did return.
Yes. A full year later, and terribly wounded. He collapsed at the border of the sacred land. A hunting party came upon him. He was delirious, in agony. By law, he should have died where he lay. But one of the hunters broke taboo, and reaching across the border, she dragged him to our side.
Who was she?
A brave who'd lost a mate and 2 sons to the very Outlanders that Rost pursued.
So Rost never finished his mission?
To the contrary, he killed all 12. Tracked them to disparate places the world over, he said. Meridian, Ban-Ur, the Claim, Utaru Land, further even, into the Forbidden West. The last he killed nearly got the best of him. Wounded, he stumbled and crawled back to us, hoping to die as close to the sacred land as he could. He never expected nor asked to be dragged across the border and nursed back to health. That was done to him, leaving us, the matriarchs, in a difficult position.
Why couldn't you just welcome him back?
Rost had been made a Death Seeker, Aloy. He no longer had any place among the tribe. By law, he should have been driven back out. But we couldn't bring ourselves to do that, so we offered a compromise.
You made him an outcast?
Yes. We offered to do so, on the condition he never speak to anyone of this exception.
After all he did, all he suffered, to be declared an outcast was his reward.
Rost was overjoyed. He never expected to live another day in the sacred land, let alone the embrace, so close to the goddess. He resolved to spend the rest of his days in solitude, and was happy to do so.
But then you found me, and gave me to him.
Yes. Another compromise. The matriarchs feared you, and would not let you be raised by the tribe. And so we turned to Rost. I knew that he would take care of you, bring you up, teach you to worship Allmother and respect the ways of the tribe.
He certainly tried anyway. You took a man who'd lost his daughter and made him raise an infant girl? Doesn't that strike you as callous?
I'm inclined to think the course of events has shown the wisdom of our choice. And I'm quite certain that from the moment he laid eyes on you, he saw you as a gift, and never a burden.
All right, Tirza, that's quite a story. It's time for me to move on. I thank you for doing what you could to help me through the years, and for telling me Rost's story.
I wish I could have done more, but I am just one woman.
As am I. No need to sell ourselves short.
Oh, thank you, Aloy. I will pray for you.
Okay. I guess it can't hurt.
Murderers tried to destroy us, but we Nora.
Bless you, Aloy.
They're the ones who will be.
I guess we should probably try talking to Lancer and some of the other ones too. I don't really want to, but we probably should.
Anointed. I misread the signs. Forgive.
I told you, Lansra, I'm not your anointed.
Oh, well, that was easy.
Nora to the killers.
I want to see if we could find that general guy that was a giant jerkwad to us. If we can find him.
Have faith in the goddess. The anointed
hey.
will wash
I
all
will lead
signs
a
of
war party
corruption
to
away.
Meridian. You have my word.
Aloy, how did you do that?
Shush, Arana. She's the anointed.
We'll go to Meridian, Aloy. I'll bring Mother's spear.
Arana.
Your father is right. You belong here. You both do.
The murderers tried to destroy us.
Where is he?
We, Nora, and
Doesn't look like he's here.
they are the ones who will be.
Maybe we'll find him on the way out. Well, there's Varl.
Aloy. I don't know what to say.
Say that you'll see me at Meridian.
Of course. That much is simple. But the rest...
Complicated. I know. But maybe if I took you into the heart of the mountain...
No. At least, not yet. I don't know. Please don't think less of me, Aloy. But the goddess chose you to see that. Not me.
Right. I'll be on my way then.
I always knew you weren't like other Nora.
Neither are you, Varl. Maybe, if we survive all this, I can show you what I've learned. What I'm learning.
Perhaps. If the goddess so wills it.
See you in Meridian.
Okay. Anybody else around here? Oh, there he is.
Goddess protect her so she can cleanse
The tribe I served is gone. Soon I will be too.
The Nora have lost too many, Resh. But in your case, I guess they can lose one more.
Suck it, Resh. Nobody liked you anyway. I forgot how to sprint in this game because I've been playing too much Zelda. And the sprint and the sneak buttons are actually reversed, more or less, which is stupid. Well, let's get out of here. Let's go do some stuff. Actually, at this point, yeah, we should probably loot a couple of things just because we're low on materials. Right, we want to stop by a trader, actually. I am desperately low on blaze.
Soaked from melted snow.
I like it how she still complains about that. Hours into the game. Okay, did I get the power core in there? Yep. All right, let's just sprint down the hill, seeing as it's here. We might as well grab what we can. There's a bunch of supply boxes all over the place, so we might as well get what we can for free. But we want to get as much blaze as we can get our hands on, plus healing herbs and whatnot, because we are completely out, and that's a problem. I just have to make sure I don't take any falling damage and or die. That'd be hilarious and bad. I also don't know if I've saved recently. Like, when was the last time I legitimately saved in this game? That is an interesting and horrifying question. Oh, man. Life is weird. Okay. Do we have a campfire? It says we have a campfire up ahead. We got a lot of fires. Just not necessarily a campfire. Okay, and there's the merchant. Okay, good. So let's actually manually save here. Yeah, when's the last time I saved? Like 3 days ago. Okay, that's not so bad. But yeah, problematically so. Because I just put this game into sleep mode, but if my PS4 goes off, we might be in trouble. Okay, so we want to buy resources. Blaze. Oh, really? I have to buy this individually? Oh, man. This is bad. Okay. So I have to buy a stupid amount of blaze, mainly because it's one of the only things that I actually use. Blaze and metal vessels, I think. I'll have to double check that, but we're gonna want, like, a decent amount of this stuff. Because I use a lot of grenades, and they're incredibly useful. Though I'm not sure how many more machines I'm gonna have to fight. Now that I'm thinking about it, we're gonna have to fight quite a lot of machines. Because we've got, we've still got Hades to go after. I was thinking it's like, this might be the point where we just mostly fight humans. Then I realized that, yeah, that's not true. Oh, there goes most of my money. We got plenty of metal vessels. Okay. And free sample box. Oh, I already got the free sample box from here. Well, good to know. Oh, these people don't have any of the useful stuff. Okay, do we have any treasure? I have a bunch of treasure boxes. Might as well burn through those. Yeah, people, somebody had asked me, why don't you use the, why don't you use any of the, what am I thinking? Like, why don't you get the unlimited travel pack? And the answer is, I don't think I need it. Okay, so we probably want to get knocked down at this point. I don't really use the double or triple shot because it's too inefficient, time-wise.
This will do nicely.
Also, it's hard to tell when I'm actually even, like, loading up the arrows. I don't know. I should probably use it more often, but still. Okay, so what do we want to do? Why do you need to still buy things from these people? Aren't you their savior? Yeah, these people have kind of proven themselves to be jerks repeatedly, so at this point, me spending money on them seems pretty par for the course. What was the other game that I was playing recently where you had to spend money despite the fact that you were, like, literally the only member of the... or the only person that's keeping everybody alive? It always bugged me that Commander Shepard had to pay, like, exorbitant prices for things. It seemed silly. Okay. Yeah, so we could just warp out of here, but I wanted to fill up my medicine pouch as well.